Hey guys, let's talk about the MSF course today. Let's get to it. So the MSF consists of an online portion and a 2-day in-person portion where you have to practice hands-on maneuvers and skills on a motorcycle. The online portion is a lot of just conceptual stuff, rules of the road, best practices, things like that. And they say it'll take like 3 hours to get through, but you can do it a lot quicker than that. I mean, it's just memorization stuff, and honestly, you start to remember a lot more of the things they talk about from the video when you put it into practice on the actual road. So I really don't expect people to remember those things when they haven't even been on a bike yet. But it is good to get that initial knowledge of what to do on a bike and how to ride. And so the in-person part of the MSF is really just completing basic maneuvers, listening to instructions, really getting a feel for the bike. The first day is a lot of training and the biggest instructional part. So the clutch is probably the most complicated part of a motorcycle, so they really emphasize your learning on that, and you really start to get the hang of it as you try and fail. Like, you're gonna stall plenty of times. Everyone stalls when they first start out. Turning from a stop, you're gonna want to move the bike forward, feather the clutch, figure out where the friction zone is. Very basic maneuvers, but it all translates into riding on the road. Shifting as well. You only go into second in the MSF, but you might go in third sometimes, but no more than that. It's very instructionally led. They will give you examples and then show you how to do it. One of the instructors will take a bike and kind of run through the course, and then you all pretty much follow each other in a line as the students do it. So it's very hard to mess up. You just got to pay attention and make sure, ask questions. Like, these instructors have been riding bikes for 10, 15 plus years, so any possible question you could have, they probably have an answer for. So the second day is just pretty much a repeat of day one, except you're going to be reviewed on your performance. So your ability to perform the tasks is going to be graded. A lot of the time you'll be told to stop in a certain area, and that'll mark your performance for that particular task. But there's other things like, don't put your feet down. You'll get marks off for that. If you're doing turning maneuvers and things like that, you really want to avoid putting your feet down, but it's not as important as people think. You're not going to fail because you put your feet down a couple times. They do emphasize that if you drop your bike, they will fail you. So it's way more important to consider that. Don't think you can save the turn by like finessing the bike a bit. It's just better to put your feet down, honestly. There is some leeway. They don't expect you to be perfect, obviously, but they also want to ensure that you're not going to die right when you get on the road. So yeah, my experience with the MSF was pretty straightforward. I had a bike before I got my license and everything. Learned how to ride through my friend's instruction. It was my bike, but he was the one kind of teaching me the ropes. And honestly, getting practice beforehand helped a lot, but I don't think it's like that crucial. If you've ridden bicycles before and understand how to lean on them and turn without falling over, you'll be fine. You just got to learn some new things, the clutch, the gears. Other than that, rear brake, obviously it's different from a bicycle, but it's all intuitive. You just gotta feel it out and be confident in your moves, and you'll pass MSF 100%. I think MSF is worth it, even if you already have your license. But yeah, guys, let me know if there's something I missed. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer anything about the MSF. If you guys are thinking about taking it, or if there's something that you're worried about for it, you know, I'd be more than happy to help you guys out, get your licenses. I'm obviously a huge advocate for riding. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you in the next one.